Good evening. Welcome to Soundtracks with Birdman. Tonight, Rambo First Blood Part 2 with H. Boomer and Big Al. How are you, Big Al?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much for having me tonight. Thank you
Thanks
for
for
the
coming.
invite.
I see I'm the only person that got the memo to cosplay tonight, but that's okay.
Well, you don't know what I'm actually wearing here.
That's true. You could be wearing a black wife beater and a red Speedo.
Let me grab a knife. Okay, I got
Okay.
a knife. I feel like I'm ready for battle.
I'm in the Soviet uniform I got by mailing in Barks root beer UPCs.
Okay,
in the
okay.
90s.
So I guess we're all cosplaying.
Do you remember that one, Barks root beer you could mail in for Soviet iconography?
No, not really.
You don't remember that? You could get like they give you like little pins and medals, or I don't know, from the Soviet Union, because basically they were all junk now because the Soviet Union was no more, and you could order them, and Barks would send you stuff with some UPCs, and I got that, and you also got a tattoo.
Oh, you got a tattoo?
Well, it was a tattoo of Gorbachev's birthmark. That if you were a man with you were a man with little hair, you could press it on your forehead and peel it off and have the Gorbachev tattoo.
Your own
It's
little
like
personal
Naked Gun movie, right?
What?
It's like Naked Gun movie.
Basically, yeah. It was a fake. Yeah, I knew it was a fake. I have to say, great sense of humor, Barks Rupert back in the '90s. I did appreciate that.
Let's welcome the chat real fast. We got Boomer. Do you have the ability to highlight the chat, or am I the only person that can do that?
You're the only person that has that power. I know you want to hold the gun the whole thing. You can. It's not going to go off by accident, is it?
The chamber is cleared and the magazine.
It's a replica, guys. Honestly, he would have a real one.
Yeah, it's the genuine Beretta ARX replica from Italy.
You know, that's a thing in Japan, buying because they can't own guns, but people collect replica guns that look like the real thing. That's a thing over there. Yeah.
Go Team Ghost Planet Forevermore's in the house. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. And Retro Real says he loves the costume. I'm like, what costume? Oh, the one Boomer's wearing. Yes.
Whatever.
I was trying to find my AK, but I don't remember which closet it's in and which gun bag it's in, and I gave up looking through everything. So we just go on with this one.
Do you know I used to have a machine gun toy as a kid that would shoot water? It was like a water pistol.
It's called a water gun? Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like automatic. Like you press the button, like it would come out like ding 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 like bullets.
Like a super soaker?
Not like a super soaker. Those came later. This was like an automatic water gun that would actually shoot out bursts of water like bullets coming out of a machine gun. It was kind of neat.
That is so cool.
We had the best toys in the 80s.
Oh. I always liked the water guns growing up, just the little plastic ones that look like...
I had tons of those. Like the clear ones, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what movie are you watching?
Rambo First Blood Part 2.
I'm excited. And Rambo 3 First Blood Part 3 will be eventually. Oh, I'm sorry.
Retro, am I not allowed to like fondle and cuddle with something on air? I mean,
it might be. Yeah, you may want to put it out of sight. I don't know. They may. It's possible they may not like stuff with the. But we'll see how it goes. Like you said, you have a thunderstorm coming through too, so this could be a.
Yeah.
All the weird videos on YouTube, they have an issue with someone sitting there holding a replica.
Really?
It's not really a replica. It's like the real thing.
Well, no, they don't need to know that.
No.
Anyways, yeah, they do. I don't know if they had a thing with the guns or not, so I don't know.
There are firearms channels on YouTube. I follow quite a few of them.
It's true. Maybe just label this as not for kids, man.
Not for kids. Oh,
not for kids.
Oh, life's so rough.
All right, so we ready?
Yes.
Set it there for the time being.
Yeah, dogs won't mess with it.
All right. So, what's your history with this movie, Birdman? Did you see when it came out?
I was a child in the 80s. I didn't get to see R-rated movies until they came out on, TV.
Yeah, I didn't catch it. I didn't catch this one until much later in life. I'd always seen First Blood, but for some reason this one, I think this must have been an HBO movie growing up because I didn't see it. But I watched it a few years back, like maybe a decade ago, and I loved it.
Yeah,
I
honestly, it's not a gory movie for all the people that get killed. It's not gory.
No, this movie's great fun.
Yeah, I saw it the first weekend it came out in the movie theater.
What was the crowd like in the theater for this movie? I'm curious.
I don't really remember that well. I know it was
Okay.
a decent. I mean, it was a decent audience. I
wonder if they were cheering or not. When
I can remember I can remember some of the cheers and some of the like, moments like when his eyes open. You know what I'm talking about in the mud.
Yeah.
Things like that. You know, it was a good crowd response. I was kind of like,
It was the number 2 movie of the year.
Yeah, it was a big deal when it came out. I do remember that.
So I'm at the 19-second mark on mine, and because Al doesn't have the Columbia promo, so it's 19 seconds later. But I don't know where you're starting from, Birdman.
I'm at 2 seconds, and it just opens right up with the explosion. You're right. There is no TriStar logo or anything.
Maybe they got rid of it in other copies. Okay, so yeah, when you're ready, we can go. But there's no rush. I'm just.
Well, y'all ready?
I'm ready when you are.
3, 2, 1, play.
Boom!
Retro,
It's
I'm
funny.
sorry if you can't stay, but I understand. Work is work. We got to work.
This is a Jerry Goldsmith score, right?
Yeah. Okay.
It is.
I was getting ready to ask that. I was like, who is the composer?
It's one of the best scores of the 80s, one of Goldsmith's best scores, one of the best action adventure scores ever.
Working on the chain gang.
Basically.
You know.
What are they doing? Digging out a dam or something? Or
Just busting rocks. You got to do something.
Yeah, but they must be
in the hot sun. I fought the law and the law won.
I mean, are they repairing are they doing something with the Hoover Dam or something? I don't know. Here we go. That's that guy. He's in like everything.
Sylvester Stallone
there. No, the guy playing the guard.
Sven Ole Thorson. Is that him?
I think so. If we didn't get to see the first day with him going to prison and people messing with him and then him tearing them apart,
I don't think I would mess with Rambo if he was in jail with me.
I like this. So I've seen worse.
It's like he's punishing himself for not only what happened in First Blood, but everything else.
No, he's just he's done with America. He's like, at least here I know where I stand. He's like, comes back, he gets a raw deal. It's just I don't know.
Raw deal is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, well, we'll get to that someday. Don't drink and bake. Now, what gets him out though is that. And I think what sells him on this is that he could be helping POWs out, right? Or at least finding out if they're there.
Yeah.
So I think that plays a lot into this rather than him just getting out of prison.
Now, for some reason, this has got 6.5 on IMDb, 32% on Rotten Tomatoes, but that's only like 44 reviews I heard. 4.4 on Voodoo, and 89% Google users like this film. I don't understand that 32%.
For what?
But people like this movie on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, I don't get that. Is that critics or is that the critics? I'm sure the critics tore this
Rotten
apart.
Tomato score is 32%.
George P. Cosmatos. That's the same guy that was behind Tombstone, wasn't it?
Yes.
Rambo First Blood Part 2. The Flame and
Cosmatos,
Fire,
that's a cool last name.
Richard Crenna.
Now, you had already... Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Boomer.
I was going to say, Al, you'd already seen First Blood, right?
Yeah.
Before this, so were this what you were expecting in a sequel to that?
I really didn't know what to expect.
Okay.
I mean, with the ads and everything that came out, you knew it was going to be lots of action. I mean, you knew it wasn't a prison movie because he's out in the wood, the forest and stuff.
Going to Thailand.
Music by Jerry Goldsmiths.
Most of this was filmed in Mexico.
Ha!
Of course, in the original novel, Rambo dies.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget that.
Well, you don't want to do that because then you don't get your sequel.
Yep, that's exactly why they didn't kill him. They knew there was possible money to be made. James Cameron, I didn't know he was involved with this.
He wrote a draft of the screenplay. If you want to get a better idea of what the screenplay was like, you can buy the novelization. That's mostly based on the original script.
Interesting.
And the guy that wrote the original Rambo novel wrote the novelization for this film.
There's John Kreese.
Probably figured, I might as well get paid.
Yeah. Paycheck.
Turns out Rambo didn't die at the end of the novel, like maybe he. Yep.
So this was Kreese was doing after the Karate Kid.
Well, it wouldn't shock me if this is like right before he starts Cobra Kai, right?
So who would win in a fight, Rambo or Cobra Kai guy?
Rambo
I
or
don't
Jason
know.
Bourne? That's harder to think because they're kind of similar styles of character.
I think Rambo has more actual combat experience.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, dirtier experience. More... I don't know how I want to say it.
He doesn't like the heat. A Coca-Cola machine? All the comforts of home.
Yeah, see that rattling off his thing there? That's why I think he would win. It's got all the stuff he's been through.
All right.
I hear thunder.
So according to his file, he's got 59 kills, and according to the internet, he has either 74 or 75 more kills in this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does add to that total pretty well. Well, it's confirmed kills. He probably has a lot of unconfirmed kills.
What's in there? I'll just take one out of the machine. Notice how he's observing the environment here.
Mm-hmm. Do not engage the enemy.
So we, of course, learn what what this is all about. This is about him wanting proof that there are no vets being held captive in Vietnam, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise, he's not expecting him to find any. That's what this is all about. This is just...
Yeah, it's political. He wants to find out there's nothing there. So
the American people are always bringing this issue up. Look, it says, look, we care. We did see, but there's no one there. Sorry. But we do care. The government cares.
Now, Jerry Goldsmith had 5 films come out this year. Baby, Secret of the Lost Legend, Rambo, Explorers, Legend, and King Solomon's Mine.
I think I saw
Legend
Baby.
was the European version of Legend.
Yeah.
I think I saw Baby in the movie theater. I saw that, but not this in the movie theater.
It's one about a little dinosaur, isn't it?
Yeah, I was nonplussed when I was a kid.
I
Seeing
saw
it. It's
that.
like, okay. It's like, yeah, I guess I wanted to see a movie with a dinosaur. Jurassic Park wasn't out yet, so. So we like Richard Crenna, right?
Always.
He has a little history in our area down here. They were doing some kind of colonial movie. He was in like a Pilgrim movie or something, and they filmed it in our county down here,
Oh.
if I remember correctly.
Mine is the best weapon for some people. Oh, so Charles Napier.
Yeah, Mayflower, The Pilgrim's Adventure.
It's been in a few movies. Charles Napier was in The Silence of the Lambs.
Who
Dude,
did he play Silence of the Lambs?
I think I have a suspicion who he played. I think he was one of the security guards that Hannibal
That's
Lecter
right.
takes out.
That's
Yes.
right. Yeah.
Oh, I don't like thinking of that scene. He was in Loaded
Sharpening
Weapon
the
1.
knife.
He was in Loaded Weapon 1. Remember Loaded Weapon?
That was Emilio Estevez, right?
Charlie Sheen, I think, right?
I think it was Emilio Estevez.
Emilio Estevez?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was. Charlie Sheen was in Hot Shots.
Oh! Never mind.
And
Okay.
Hot Shots Part 2.
Yes.
Was there a third one?
No.
Shame.
Getting his weapons all straight.
Yeah, he's...
Same kind of knife, just a little bit bigger.
So we're getting to see Rambo in his element again. It might have been interesting if they had done a prequel about his time in Vietnam, but...
Wouldn't there talk about that?
Yeah. They have to get a different actor, though. I don't know how I'd feel about that.
I did some looking around on eBay today for some Rambo merchandise, and United Culture Knife Company did a replica of that knife, and there's one on eBay, mint in box for $275.
Oh.
And Boomer, for you, there's First Blood Part 2 Betamax, still sealed in the original shrink.
Are you kidding me?
For the bargain price of $29,999.99 plus $25 shipping and handling.
All right, let me go look that up. $29.
I'm just saying,
You know, for $29, I'll pick that up. Wait, what?
For that, I would hand deliver it to your house.
What on earth? Is there like a Betamax consortium of collectors? I don't mean to insult anyone in the audience here. Is this like a thing?
So. Probably.
I refuse to watch anything that's not on Betamax. That should be a thing.
And then there's a Rambo Force of Freedom action figure mint on card for $110.
That's more reasonable. Did you watch? Did you have the Laserdisc of this one, Birdman?
I did not.
Oh. Look at that, lifting off.
I must be a little ahead because they're in the air already.
Okay. So at first we did. I don't know. When I was first watching this, I'm like, well, so far I have no reason to hate this guy.
Well, he's lied twice.
About what?
He lied to Rambo about the unit he was in Vietnam, and then Colonel Troutman just said, "You don't seem very invested in this," and he said, "Well, it's not my war. I wasn't involved." And well, when you told Rambo you were, so
stolen valor. Stolen valor, not cool.
Or at least remember your cover story.
But it's a good cause regardless, right? Like I said, Rambo's doing this. I don't know if he's even so much doing it for himself, but he's doing it for the possibility of those men. You know,
I think he was somewhat content in prison. Like you said, he knew where he stood.
No, he's like, what am I going to do out in the real world? It's like, like I said, I doubt anybody was messing with him in there. It's like,
some people get training as a plumber or a carpenter. He was a trained killer. That's what he knew how to do.
Yeah.
And he was good at it. Now he's about to jump out of the plane. Where are you guys at?
Yeah, that's where I'm at. He's got the goggles on, gun ready. He's gonna be jumping out.
Just jumped in mine.
What? That's not where I'm at.
Tell me when he jumps out. I think mine's.
I'll tell you. Wonder if you have like the European cut or something. I don't know.
What's the total runtime on your version, Al?
It seems a little short. That's what I was wondering.
All right.
So
I'm gonna tell you when he jumps out.
35.
I'm gonna tell you when he jumps out.
Jumped.
Jumps now.
Okay.
You guys caught. I don't know. Al has a different cut. There'll be a cabaret dance number when he lands in Vietnam.
No, I think mine just might be a compression thing.
Okay.
It's just. I think it's just a tick fast.
Cut him loose.
Boomer, do you have a favorite Goldsmith score for Rambo? First one, second one, and third one.
Probably first one. They're all good though. I mean, even part 3 I like a lot.
I like the second one the best, and then the
fine.
first one second. And for some reason, I just don't care for the third one that much.
Really? You think it's an also ran or something, or?
I don't know. I love the second one. I absolutely love the second one, and I like the first one. But the third one just kind of, I don't know. And like the movie, like I feel like I should like the third one the most, but I like the second one the best, and then the first one is second.
Okay, I don't know. Take off in the plane. See, he's not such a bad guy. Of course we do.
Okay, Boomer.
Was this also shot in Mexico? All this stuff here?
I think all this was shot in Mexico. I know parts were shot in Thailand, but most of it was Mexico.
He's supposed to be in Vietnam right now, right?
Yeah.
Snake! What do you do? Just
mess with the wrong man.
Did y'all ever have one of those survival knives from the flea market as a child?
I think I had something like that, or maybe my brother did it. Had a compass on the end.
Yeah, and you unscrew the handle.
I think I did have one of those growing up. It had a sharpening stone.
A really cheap ass saw and like 2 matches.
I remember that. Yeah. I used to have one of those. I didn't miss one.
I never got one of them.
Whatever happened to that knife? I want it now.
Well, that Rambo knife is on eBay if you want to, pick it up.
I would never trust a hollow-handled knife, though. I like a nice full tang.
All right.
Julia Nixon.
It's another one of these movies that inspired many video game. I might argue half the games of the 80s were based on this. Okay. Some way. Oh yeah.
Not hard on the eyes at all.
No, not hard on the eyes at all. She's a cover girl. She has
She
to
was
be.
in some Star Trek and was it Sequest? That was the show with the submarine.
Yeah, she'd show up a lot.
Yep.
She showed up in some movie with I guess the kid who was on Sequest. He was in a movie called Sidekicks, I think, with Chuck
Yeah.
Norris. She was in that. Yeah.
Married to David Soul, too.
Okay.
She was in Ready Player One, uncredited computer voice.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, a lot of TV shows too. Magnum PI, Airwolf.
So I assume that she's a Vietnamese that's sympathetic with the cause or whatever, so she's helping him out. Is that what I'm getting the impression of here?
Yeah.
Some kind of double agent.
Oh man, she was in an episode of the Power Rangers.
What?
She was a Power Rangers Wild Force in one episode.
That's funny. I need to find that episode now. Now I'm curious.
Okay, I think I've got a better copy of the movie. I'm gonna probably ask for a timestamp here in a moment.
All right, let me know when you need one.
Just want to double check it. Yeah, this one's 135.
So, I said this was the second movie of 1985. It did 150 in the States. Back to the Future was number one with 193.
That's a
what
great movie.
Third one was, Boomer?
What?
One of your personal favorites.
What?
Got Eddie Murphy in it.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Yep.
Yeah, good year for movies, man. I like all three of those.
Can I get a
movies.
timestamp?
Yeah, we're at 21, 28, 21, 30, 21, 32. Let me know when you get close. I can do it again, all right?
Tell me when the 2144.
Okay. 2144 is right now. Now.
Okay.
But Rocky 4 was the fourth film of the year.
She just handed a guy money?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Rocky 4, that's the one where Creed. Oh, no.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the big one. Yeah.
Then Cocoon, and a movie I'm not aware of, The Dream is Alive. It was an IMAX film.
The Dream is Alive?
Yeah, I don't remember it.
I don't
Followed
know
out by Witness, Goonies, Police Academy 2, and Fantasia
An
re-release.
IMAX movie?
Goonies was that far down?
It was number 8 for the year.
Oh, I thought you rambled off more movies.
I was doing the top 10 for the year.
IMAX movies were like, people forget they were around back in those days, even in the 80s. But they were more like specifically made just for the IMAX theater. They were usually like about an hour long. Yeah. I remember I saw one about Hawaii. That was one of the ones I saw. They were neat experiences. Like you do a day trip to the museum, and the museum had an IMAX theater. You could go see the movie, and it was neat. They'd have some would have like movies about space.
Those were I love those. It's just basically everything in front of you is space.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think they still
cool too.
I think they still make those too, those IMAX style experiences. I think now you get 3D glasses with them though, but like, I think I did one years back, which was about the ocean. Yeah.
I'm surprised Witness did more than Goonies at the box office.
Harrison Ford, big draw. You know,
Witness was a big hit back then.
Oh, here we go. the broken English, though. Long ride. Special forces. I went back to the United States, and this king shit sheriff pissed me off, so I blew up half a town. That's what I wanted to say. It's like,
Found there was another war.
what war? Yeah, what war? Tell us about what you did in the last movie. Like it wasn't no quiet war, Rambo. You blew up the Piggly Wiggly. Okay.
He asked him to leave him alone.
Yeah, I know. Well, he didn't want his kind there.
And it turns out they kind of were proven right.
Yeah, but he had just been pushed too far at that point.
Mm-hmm.
They were being really nasty. I mean,
Got his beautiful eyes on her.
Is that a hint?
That's right. Survive a war, you got to become war.
There you go. What do you think, though? He could have gone back home with her, married her. They start a flower shop, huh? No,
Probably so. I think Rambo would have. He definitely would have taken her back.
And then there would have been a rival flower shop that was like a chain flower shop across the street, and the manager would have been a real. Kept pushing him and pushing him and pushing. I'm sorry. That was my own plot for Rambo 3. If I had been living back then, I could have submitted that. You know.
Rambo 7, the flower shop war.
Yeah, well, yeah, you got the flower shop war, and he goes to war with the flower shop chain that's trying to run him, run him under. I think that could have been.
How about he goes back home with her, and they get married and live happily ever after?
Yeah, no one wants to see that, Birdman.
Nah.
Come on. What are you? What are you, romantic? Come on. You know if Rambo's going to find love, something bad's going to happen. Is he in a PB&J? See, now I'm starting to wonder, right? It's like he's not really that concerned about the fate of this mission, right?
I think they sabotaged the plane ride. Because who would care? Who would care if Rambo died in an accident?
Nobody. I didn't even think about that. We
That's
tried,
true,
but
yeah.
the guy, he.
Because he's the only one of like 5 people or whatever that can do this mission, and the other guys are already dead.
Yeah.
So like, he died in an accident.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder now. That's a good point.
This got an Academy Award nomination for Best Sound Effects, Eddie. Yeah, I mean, it lost, but it got a nomination.
Explosions and the of the bow and arrow, and a lot of people forget just how detailed that's the sound effects people have to be.
Oh, yeah.
Every step, every brush of a leaf.
Now, as I said, Rambo inspired many a video game. There's one game series called Metal Slug, which is very tongue-in-cheek, but like, you're like this army guy going and shooting up a bunch of bad guys that look like a combination of Soviets and a certain German group, and of course along the way you run into POWs that are all scruffy bearded, and they remind me of the POWs in this, like when you rescue a POW, you get like a bonus, like more ammo or a new gun or something whenever you rescue a POW. It was
A little good time girl showing up.
It's
Well, they ain't got
worse.
no cable TV in the jungle. I mean, you know.
Oh, it's worse in what is it? Rambo 4, John Rambo. Oh, it wasn't a girl showing up. It was just
Did Brian Cox? He ended up on Batman Beyond. Really? That's interesting. I did not know that.
Who did Brian
Thank
Cox
you.
play on
Go Team
Batman
Ghost
Beyond?
Planet.
The name sounds familiar. I think he did a lot of voiceover stuff. Yeah.
Oh, Brian Cox. He was Stryker in one of the X-Men movies too.
Oh yeah.
He was also
Not Brian Cox. Brian didn't that.
Yeah, the guy in this.
Brian.
Napier? No.
No, the guy from the first Rambo movie. Brian did.
Oh,
did,
him. Yeah.
Brian
did,
Dennehy.
Yeah.
Dennehy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were about Brian Cox. I was like, what?
Yeah. No,
If you
Brian
want
Cox is a different guy. Yeah.
if you want a break from seeing Dennehy as a villain, watch the FX movies. He plays a good guy in those movies.
Are those worth watching, Boomer?
I really like the FX movies because if you think about when they were made, because it's about a Hollywood effects man.
Yeah.
And
they
he
solve
ends up-
crimes, right?
He ends up using his effects things to stop bad guys in the movie, right? But he's really he starts out as just a regular effects man. But then they want him to fake a mob hit so this guy can go into witness protection. Do you understand? But then things go awry, and it's a good movie because he ends up using his effects stuff against the bad guys. Like he has a clown that he uses, like just
That's Brian Brown, right?
yeah. It's a good movie. It's a good movie series. They did 2 of them. Yeah.
What a crap job it must be to be stationed at this place.
Yeah. I mean, I guess here's the deal, though. I would assume if you're you know a citizen of that country, you're used to it. I don't know. Maybe I don't.
Well, at least it got a good time girl showing up.
Oh my goodness.
I think she's just there for the officers.
Well, good to be
I
an
don't
officer.
know.
It's good to be the king.
Did either of y'all see Missing in Action with Chuck Norris?
I don't know, but that's one I should check out if I haven't
Might
seen
have
it.
just kind of.
I've seen some Chuck Norris movies. I was watching The Octagon recently.
I saw that the script was pretty much just a retread of the original script for this film.
What?
Yeah, it had been floating around, and they just picked it up and did some minor tweaks to it.
Oh, that's funny. I should watch Missing Action now.
You know, talking about Chuck Norris movies, what Delta Force?
Yeah, I remember Delta Force.
I always liked that little fanfare thing they had in that.
That was Alan Silvestri.
Yeah, that's a good theme. I like that.
Here we get the scene. Oh no! This tears your heart out.
And you realize how long they've been there.
They missed the 7. They missed it's already the 80s now. They've been there forever. It's like
mid-80s.
you got spiders and rats and crap crawling all over them. And this is the worst. The guy who's tied up to the post, I think. And what I like about this movie is that finally Rambo is with comrades. These are his fellow, soldiers. Finally, these are people also who've been given a raw deal by the country they served, in a way, because they were abandoned. And of course, we don't know that at this point. We figure he's over there too.
Goldsmith does write some great sneaking around music.
Yeah, no, he does. So what's the definitive version of this score to buy, Birdman?
There's a set from Entrada that's still available.
All right. I'll look into that. In fact, is it on their website?
Yeah. Yep.
You know
yep,
what?
Yep.
I think maybe it's time. Let me go over there now.
I think all of Rambo scores, the expanded editions, are still available on Entrada.
I might look into this. I think maybe these need to be added. Not quite.
I think I ordered like all 3 of them at the same time.
Yeah, I'll look into that. Thank you.
I would definitely get 2 and 1. I mean, you get 3 because you need it, but
You need
I just don't listen to 3 a whole lot.
The completionist.
Yeah. Sometimes you buy things just cause.
Look, the purpose of this post is to just have fun and torture the Americans, right?
I don't think many people are having fun, but
well, like, why keep them at this point? Seriously, why not just? They would have gotten all the information they need. It's like, well,
what would they know now?
well, you'd have to admit that you did something you weren't supposed to be doing.
I think they're just trying to be cruel. I think that's the whole point. They're just
coming to my country, will you?
Hey, that did it. Maybe they're there as hostage. Maybe if they need a hostage thing, like something for leverage against the United States, they can use them. Yeah, he's done.
Right in the brain.
He's done.
Hey, I'll say it again. For as many people that get killed in this movie, it's really not bloody.
I don't know. There's that one guy that explodes, though. I remember that.
Yeah, but you compare this to like Rambo. Was it the 4th one?
Oh, that one's oh.
It's like this is like almost unwatchable.
Yeah, it was pretty harsh. Yeah, the 4th one is pretty harsh. I'll admit that.
He like stabbed that one guy like in the stomach and then just kind of like ripped him apart. It was like, and they step on that child's face and bayoneted, and I was like, this is like.
Remember the part where the missionaries get and helping the village, and the village gets attacked by the Burmese, and it's nasty.
Yeah,
it's some nasty stuff. They don't shy away from that.
I'm sitting there with the John Kreese guy who was just on there. Is it proper military etiquette to be wearing a shirt with no sleeves?
I don't know.
With the sleeves rolled up?
No, he's like wearing a vest, like a muscle shirt type of thing.
Oh, he's like a special operator guy. They have looser rules.
Yeah.
1985. Look at his face. They've lost all track of time.
Yeah.
They use him around to, I guess, help with the farming. Okay. Okay, so I guess Rambo's thing is I'm not gonna be able to save them all, but I can get this guy out. This is the proof we need, and we'll send in people to help us. Okay, help the other guys out.
Well, that was the plan. Colonel Troutman was going to lead what, Delta Force?
Exactly.
Extract.
There you go.
Yeah, if they found people, but they didn't want. In fact, they thought there was nobody there.
That was the point. Yeah, this is. I admit that bow is cool. Look at Trout with his big old supercomputer, huh? Impressive. Mm-hmm. You ever been on a riverboat, Al?
Not like that.
Yeah, I don't think I haven't either.
I mean, well, I lived on the water, so I've been in skiffs and oyster boats and things like that. Traitors.
Well, they are pirates. I mean,
Yeah, like just like that look is like.
Oh,
really?
please! The guy should have like broke his hand on that, right? Well, I'm sure this is they're done for. Rambo's not gonna.
See, at that point, I'd just be like, I'm just gonna jump overboard, and I didn't like any of these people, anyways.
It's a good summer movie, I think, right?
Originally, it was gonna be a Christmas movie.
Are you kidding me? All these things I like Beverly Hills Cop and this I see them as summer movies and they all came out at Christmas time.
Well, they were going to do it December of '84, but then they pushed it to summer '85.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. Well, that makes more sense. Yeah. This movie was huge, though. I mean, even though I didn't see it when I grew up, I knew of it because this was like the big.
I guess
you knew of Rambo.
Films, they knew it wasn't a Christmas film.
Rambo's done for now.
Yep, movie end.
Special effects guy was killed during the filming of this movie.
Oh, that sucks.
Ooh.
Yeah, Clifford T. Wingert Jr. died during one of the explosion scenes.
I'm sorry to hear that. He did a great job, though. I mean,
I do like that heroic fanfare part of the thing.
Yeah, no, this is a good score. I need to. I'll be picking this up.
I can't believe you already have it, Boomer.
I don't have everything.
Well, I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't. I really don't have everything.
Well, Close Encounters. What's this? Titles announced but are not available. Is there a new Close Encounters? There's a ET 140th anniversary coming out, Birdman.
Did you get the 35th anniversary edition?
I have it.
It's the exact same thing, except it says 40th instead of 35th.
I got an edition of it. Let's see.
But if you don't have the 35th, you need to get it now because it's been selling for over $100 on eBay. So.
Oh my goodness.
You know, for a woman that's been like in the water and running around the jungle, her hair looks fabulous.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I wonder if he senses there's something quite.
I have to admit, I don't know if I was shocked when I saw this or not. But had Platoon already come out at this point?
Had what already come out?
I
Platoon.
don't
remember.
I think Platoon was 86.
Okay, because this is almost running like the Platoon style series. Like, no, don't leave him behind.
I'm always curious about mortars like that.
Yeah.
How they aim them, or trying to land on target.
You have
a whole science behind it.
You have a guy that sights it, and they give the guy the calculations, and they adjust it, and then they fire, and then they remeasure, and they fire. And
I guess it's got to be very mathematical.
It is.
Well, there was a video game adaptation of this movie for the Sega Master System, and I think I could be wrong, but I think you could play it 2-player. So I guess there were 2 Rambos that you could play as. It was known as Secret Command in Europe, though, so it didn't have the official Rambo license in Europe. But over here, it was Rambo 2. Rambo.
I just love how he is just dragging that guy along. He's like, I'm not letting this guy go.
He's not leaving him behind. He has to get those guys out of there because they wouldn't stand for this shit.
Yeah, I'm so glad that Hannibal Lecter ate this dude's face. You know. Oh, punk. Yeah, just push that dude out of the helicopter.
Your men, don't be a hero. Oh.
Yes, see what I'm saying? Push him out of the helicopter. Just boop, push him out.
Yeah,
Push him out.
it's almost I keep wanting to call him John Kreese, but he's Martin Cove. He acts like he doesn't quite understand what's going on either.
Yeah.
The other guy is just obviously a butthead.
And now they're closing in.
Yeah, you tell him, Troutman.
Look, you don't understand. This would be an embarrassment for the country.
Doesn't Troutman outrank him?
I don't know.
Is it a military operation right now, or is it a off the books operation?
I think it's off the books. Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah, because he's colonel and the other guy's a major. I'm like, come on, colonel, you throw them bars around. Or is it a cluster? I forget what a colonel has.
Colonel has a cluster.
Yeah, okay.
So, okay, do you see this as like a political conversation that they're having?
A little bit.
So, if you were to put someone on a side, what side are they both? I mean, they're on different sides.
Like, what do you mean, good or bad?
No, like conservative or liberal. Because Sylvester Stallone said he thought it was important to keep the politics in here, but I don't see a lot of politics. I just see guys who are doing what they're supposed to do for their fellow soldier, and then an asshole who's just, an asshole.
If I would, I might get crap for this. If I were to label, I would say Troutman's a conservative, and the other one is a liberal bureaucrat.
Okay, Boomer, what say you?
What about what?
About what we just talked about.
I don't know. I mean, it's complicated.
It would cost money to
Be a
go
major
after them.
embarrassment that we just ignored them. And what's worse, it's the reputation of the nation. Come on.
The
our
conservative
reputation.
Republican would go in and rescue them.
I
The
say you
liberal
owe
would
it
say
to the men who
cost
went and
too
fought
much.
to bring them home. Period.
Look,
Definitely.
they knew what they were signing up for.
Okay, Boomer.
Like some
Whatever.
guy chomping a cigar, right? Are those leeches on Rambo?
Yes.
And probably water with crap in it, right? And he's just,
Yeah.
look who's here. Who are they?
They're called Russians?
Be like in the score, you hear that almost subtle Russian-esque kind of music with the tinge of the Vietnamese.
And it's the same guy that was the bad guy in Beverly Hills Cop.
You're right.
Steven Berkoff, yeah, he's a great bad guy. He's one of the 80s great bad guys.
Ooh. Oh.
I'm so grateful I've never had to take a leech off of me.
I want to be your friend, Rambo.
That was a good shot where it like hits him and then the sun is there.
Yep.
Rambo gives looking daggers at someone a whole new meaning.
See, I bet you weren't expecting the Soviets to show up for you, Birdman, huh? You saw this? It's like, it's not bad enough.
Well, I figured the Russians would be in here somewhere because it was the 80s.
He plays good villains, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yep.
What other movies besides Beverly Hills Cop has he been in?
He was in that movie with Prince.
Prince had a movie.
Yes.
I was being funny.
Okay, I'm just saying.
He was General Orloff in Octopussy.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's a James Bond movie.
He was.
I
in
know
Warm
it's a James Bond movie,
Remembrance.
Boomer.
Okay, do you have the score to it? I don't know if I have the
John
score.
Barry didn't Bill Conti do that one?
I don't know. I don't think I have that score.
I've got all the Barry and all the Arnold scores.
I have a lot of Bond scores. I don't think I have that one though.
Outland.
Oh, I remember Outland. That was with Scott Connery,
John
right?
Connery.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
That was a Jerry Goldsmith score as well.
That's a good one.
Under the Cherry Moon. That's that Prince movie you were talking about.
Jerry Goldsmith probably has enough scores. You could just do a stream about him forever. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, really, you could. Yeah.
He was in the classic Strippers versus Werewolves.
I
haven't seen that movie in ever.
I need to see that movie because I'm a big fan of werewolves.
It's a British comedy horror film.
What?
That's a combination.
Oh, here we go. Oh, so she's coming in here as like the entertainment, huh?
Mm-hmm.
She could entertain me anytime.
I got 2 baskets of goodies. What's in there? It's all grenades. I think this would do it. Electrocution? Come on. I'd be losing it. Look at that. Even the light's going out.
Stallone is ripped though. This
He
is probably
he's
he
like
went
in the best shape.
hardcore training for this film. I like 4 or 5 hours every day for 3 months just to get extra chisels, like myself.
Have you ever seen The Rock doing some of his workouts, like when he was doing for Black Adam? Oh my God, the man's a beast.
He's got a point, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. He was in an episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine too.
The German dude? I mean, the Russian dude?
Still, yeah, the Russian guy.
It wouldn't surprise me if he's played a German dude too at some point.
He was Hitler in War and Remembrance.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Have all the other people they put on that device died? Is that what he's saying there?
I think eventually you would, do whatever they ask you to do.
Oh, man. Hey, oh. Did you see UHF, Birdman?
I did. In the theater, opening day.
Remember the Rambo scene in that?
I do. Yeah.
It's a riff on this movie. I know. It's just...
Yeah.
I know you don't care about yourself, but I bet you care about him. Is that where these going? Is that where they're going to go, huh?
Yeah.
And the guy's going to say, don't give in. Ooh, that's bad. Oh, man. Oh, come on, man.
Definitely kicking a man when he's down. You know, I hate these movies where the woman comes in and has to save the man. Oh, what year was it? Oh, 85. Oops, sorry.
Bunch of BS. No, I'm sorry.
Love this scene.
You know, I'm not trying to be mean, but it's like the Viet Cong soldiers don't seem that impressive to me in this. I don't know. They're just kind of walking around.
Rambo Ralph for Life. Is that the YouTube guy's name?
Whose? in the chat? No.
Do it.
Nah, he's making a joke.
What's your position?
Grab the mic.
This man's going to poop his pants.
I love that. His eyes go wide.
Turn it up.
Did any of y'all have the Rambo action figures back in the day?
No.
I did not. I should have picked them up though. Were they cool?
They were okay.
Were they like the G.I. Joe toys?
They were a little bit bigger. You had Rambo Troutman. You had this character, which had a different name.
She had a different name in the action figure.
Yeah,
form?
I think she was Cat instead of Co.
Cat.
Cat, like C-A-T, like
Okay.
you know. And they, of course, they had a ninja because everyone had a ninja back in the 80s.
Was he a ninja on Rambo's side or a ninja on the bad
Well,
guys?
there was a good ninja and a bad ninja.
Of course. Was there a Rambo cartoon? Was it based on a cartoon?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a good ninja and a bad ninja on the Rambo cartoon.
Of course. Yes. And then you had the bad guys. I forget who the bad guys were.
Were they evil ninjas?
There was one evil ninja, and then like 3 or 4 just evil people.
Okay, because
they had a play set and some airplanes and some jeeps and helicopter and whatnot.
Oh, that's cool. Ninja, I tell you, ninjas were a big thing in the 80s, Birdman. We got to get you involved in the ninja movies. Ever see the Octagon with Chuck Norris, huh?
I've never seen a Chuck Norris film.
Oh, what?
What?
Yeah.
Remember American Ninja?
He trained with Bruce Lee, didn't he? Chuck Norris? I think he did. I think he knew him.
Yeah. Do you remember the TV show The Master? Lee Van Cleef?
Yes, I recall it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lee Van Cleef was also in the Octagon. Is he going to take out the chopper?
Take out the chopper.
I know whenever I run through the jungle, I always have this playing in my head.
You run through the jungle a lot there, Birdman?
No, but when I do,
Yeah.
You grab a python as it's coming near you, and you just strangle it.
Oh yeah, just choke it like Ezra Miller at a convention. Just choke.
Oh man. Then use the dead body of the boa constrictor to wrap around the neck of a tiger to snap its neck. Right.
That's right.
Thing, you know?
Then I skin it, and make myself a new cape.
There you go. And you eat the snake.
I'm gonna tap out.
That's something I've always wanted to try. You could try, you can cook it.
I'm sure you can go to the grocery store or the meat market and buy some snake
It's not
meat.
the same thing. I need a fresh one. Come on. I wonder if they have a restaurant that serves snake, huh?
When I was in Arizona, the restaurant by the Grand Canyon had rattlesnake on the menu.
Oh my goodness, I would try that.
And
You
it
ever
was
had alligator?
expensive. It was the most
Um,
expensive thing on the menu.
I can imagine.
Have you ever had alligator, Boomer? Because I know you
I
live
ha-
in the.
Oh, I have, but I had it in Nolans actually.
Oh,
I had an alligator tail, and it was very nice. It was like fried. It was very, very delicious.
hmm.
And actually, I have an alligator in Florida. I had a thing with a meal that had frog's legs, catfish, and alligator.
Ooh. I have had frog's legs. Every time I think of frog legs, I think of my ex-girlfriend. We were at a restaurant. She orders them, and the guy sets them down in front of her, and it like shakes them in the bowl. And she thought they were still wriggling.
That's
She-
funny. That's funny.
I teased her for years about that.
That's funny. What do you do now? I want to go to America too.
Boomer, would you bring her to America with you?
Yeah, probably.
Al, same question.
I'd bring her anywhere she wanted me to take her.
I'd say in Thailand. Come on.
I don't know.
You
I
just
watched some.
kissed a man that's been neck high in poop and leeches.
They cleaned them up. The Russians know how to clean you up. Come on.
True. Yeah.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah,
dang
that
it.
did it. That did it.
Now
done.
he is pissed.
He's running away. She's not all right.
You know, originally they wanted John Travolta to be his partner in this film.
His partner?
He would go in with Rambo for the mission. It was going to be John Travolta.
Really?
Yeah, he was going to be like some like tech savvy
He'd be the nerd, right?
comic relief dude.
He'd be
I'm
the
sorry?
nerd, yeah. He'd be the nerd
Yeah.
character, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but Stallone was like, no, we're not doing that.
Good move.
How many kills you have in Vietnam or whatever? I have like 5,000 in I have like a 20,000 score in Space Invaders, man. You know what I mean? Something like that. We're the machine. I want him placed under arrest. Look at that. Look at them.
The guy with the glasses is just a smug bastard.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here's the bandana. The necklace.
Rambo battle mode. Engaged.
Yeah, this is he's gonna have some fun now. Oh, he buried her, didn't he? Okay.
Yeah, well, that's what you do when a friend dies, you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got your crossbow.
You called the thunder down. Well, now you've got it.
Yeah.
I feel like he kills more than 75 people in this film, to be honest.
Yeah, it feels like that.
Is that the official kill count?
I'm sure there's a count video on
According to the
YouTube.
internet.
I love these scenes.
And this is almost like a horror movie.
Yeah, it's turned to a horror movie at this point. Yeah, he's like the Jason character now.
That looks familiar. I do love the sound effect for the bow.
Oh, that's a bad way to go, right? Arrow through the chest, huh?
Is there really any
Uh,
good way?
what
to
are my
go?
other options?
I don't know, man.
Like this guy who just gets pulled underneath into this little cave and gets stabbed. I mean,
well, he pissed now. Well, like he got pushed too far. Now he's in Rambo mode again. This is like end of First Blood Rambo mode. That's what we're seeing here.
Oh,
he didn't kill anyone in the first film.
He blew. Well, well, you'll notice he doesn't. Even Americans he don't like. He doesn't really go after them. Like even at the end of this movie.
I do love when he just like eyes open in the mud. Must be nice to have a never-ending quiver of arrows.
Hey, he was making all those in a scene that we didn't see. He was just cutting down, using his knife.
Gotta have that hour and a half runtime to get more screenings in every day.
There was a chicken that walked past. He plucked the feathers and stuck them in the.
Yeah. Well, he'll go back around as he's going and just pluck them out of the dead bodies.
There you go. Why not, huh?
It's viable. But I always like that one scene in Robin of Sherwood where he's down to his last arrow.
Yeah, that was a great
That's an awesome scene.
I remember the sheriff saying, "How many arrows does he have?" Remember that?
How many arrows does
he kept sending his men out to go after him, and they kept getting shot with the arrows right in the chest. Doomed. It's funny on that show they said that you could kill as many people as you wanted on Robin and Sherwood. We're just going to show any blood. That was what the role was. Which I thought was funny.
What to do a rewatch of? Like
that's a good one.
Like the first movie or
like the pilot. The pilot's almost like a movie.
Hounds of Lucifer.
Hounds of Lucifer. I remember that. The Hounds of Lucifer.
Yeah, that's a good one because they get the Seven Swords of Wayland.
Seven Swords of Wayland and that evil cult and everything. Yeah, I remember that. See what I was saying about chickens? There's chicken.
Yeah, there you go. More. Hey, his quiver is now full.
So Siskel and Ebert was kind of making fun of this scene, saying that people just happen to walk by the wrong place at the wrong time for them and they get killed. But I kind of see this as like a montage of a scene. He's out in the woods for maybe like a long day or a day and a half.
And old guy's like, what the heck is going on? It's been quiet here for 20 years.
Yeah, the old guy was considering starting up a fast food chicken franchise in Vietnam.
Okay.
He's got the chickens there. I'm thinking that's what he was thinking of doing.
I just heard there was some fast food place, I think, in Italy that's closed down now.
Really?
I forgot what it is. It was something that they...
Was it like their own fast food chain?
No, it was like an American fast food place, and they thought it was going to do really well, and it just kind of died.
Interesting.
I can't remember what it
was. Was it the Olive Garden? I'm kidding.
That would have been funny.
That would have been funny if I...
Domino's. That's what it was. Was
Oh,
Domino's.
please. No. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was Domino's. And
Not happening. No way. Of course, I'd be curious to see what the Italian version of Domino's was like. Oh, okay. What is this? What is he tipping the arrows with?
Explosive.
Where'd he get them from?
He had a little bag of them.
All
They
right.
did show him packing them at the beginning, so we knew he had them.
This. No offense, but Green Arrow should have arrows like this, right? It's like,
Ooh, that thing's got some range.
I feel like he killed a whole lot of people here.
this is what they mean by an army of one, right?
Yep. That's a bad way to go too. With all that fire around you, nowhere to go. Like poor Anne Heche. God, what a terrible thing happened to her. I don't care if she was drunk or something. That's just a bad thing to happen.
Yeah.
They're out in the open. I do love this.
Look.
I mean, the explosive arrow might be a bit overkill right here, but
Nah, not for because he's the one that killed the girl, and he knows it. Plus, it was so satisfying.
He's gone.
Yeah.
He ceased to be.
That's a closed casket funeral. I think, Olive is upset. Could this be the end of Rambo? That's that big Russian dude, right? That was in the room with him.
Yeah.
Was this movie like a wish fulfillment for viewers in the 80s? I think so.
A little bit.
Taking out all the enemies of America, just.
I think that guy gets off best in the entire movie. He just gets dumped in the water.
Yeah, It's another big dude.
All the grunting.
Do that one more time now.
If it was Arnold, it'd be. Oh, his grunts were the worst. It's just. I can imagine there's like the 50th take of doing that grunting, and the ADR guys just like give up, just go with that one, with Arnold.
Like the whole eye bulging scene from Total Recall.
Oh, from Total Recall, that's one of them. Yeah. Well, even in Conan, he's doing the Arnold yell. It's always when he's in the pit with the gladiators and stuff. It's what's he gonna do?
Dump his butt out. Jump.
That guy hit the rocks. Is that the impression I was supposed to get from
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, he's not getting up from that.
Now he has the chopper. He's gonna go rescue his comrades.
He is, and blow up a whole bunch of stuff.
Look at this guy, huh? Dude, just give it up. You've lost. It's like run away.
Say, do you not feel like there's more than 75 people getting killed in this film?
I don't know. Maybe that's just on screen that we see on screen. Like, for all we know, there are no people in those buildings, right?
Well, how many are just left horribly maimed?
Yeah, he's. I told you, he's in whole Rambo mode now. This is just.
Well, this is what he does best. How many rockets does the man have?
I know. It's just.
You just go along with it.
That guy got hit pretty bad. All the bullets.
Yeah.
Get them to the chopper. Look who's still alive.
So you feel like this movie's more realistic than Commando?
Yeah, a little bit. That's not saying much, though.
Yeah, it is like.
Look at this. Oh no! So we're thinking they're home free now, right?
Oh, remember the gunship?
The big gunship.
Oh my word. That's impressive.
Yeah.
I want one. Okay. That's what...
Don't we all?
And look who's at the controls.
They are nasty looking things. Kind of like the A-10 of helicopters.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Soviet Union set the best. Uh-huh.
Ooh, something came off.
Yep.
You know that guy feels good being able to shoot a gun again.
Well,
I've been sitting in that damn place.
could this be the end of Rambo?
No, Boomer, it's not the end of Rambo.
Guy's laughing. Look at him
Will
twirl
there be-
around like
Will
that.
there be no more movies?
Yeah, but you didn't know that when you saw this, huh?
Nope, not
Well,
originally.
I mean, the good guy can't get killed in the 80s.
I figured that was it. He got blown up.
Well, Kyle Reese got killed.
Well, okay, that's true. That's true.
What?
See, I would just fire a missile from like a mile away and just be done with it.
I know.
I wouldn't. I don't need to get close to look.
Let's go for a closer look. Yeah.
Right.
Right in front of him where he can launch whatever he wants to at us. No Russian deserves to die at this point.
Now he's smiling. I want to get the perfect shot.
Let's go home, Ben.
Yep. Is he gonna make it? Guy got shot.
This really is one of Goldsmiths' finer film scores.
You know what's interesting? It's kind of a It's like the same theme as in the original one, but he makes it more epic in this, don't you think?
Crank it up, yeah. Crank it up. all the way.
It was very somber in the first film,
Yeah.
and this one it's triumphant.
Rambo, you're gonna crash that chopper with all the men in it and just become a cindering mess, okay?
I'm like, you better run.
Yeah, any landing you can walk away from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why doesn't he get to hit the guy with the sunglasses? I'd like to see that too.
That'd
Yeah,
be
I
neat.
would have too.
That guy probably hightailed it out of there when he found out Rambo was coming back. Did you think he was gonna,
Kill the
mess
guy?
up, mess
Yeah.
up Murdoch? I thought Murdoch was a dead man. You're destroying all that expensive government equipment.
Oh, it'll be obsolete in 10 years anyways.
I know.
Ah!
Oh, look, Thailand poster. Visit lovely Thailand.
Yeah.
So, yes or no? The man's shorts are filled with with poop right now.
Yeah, probably. I think so. I think so.
It's like you better turn your face away.
You like that? Second Medal of Honor.
This is kind of like the one spot we get some of the same tone we got with the first film.
Uh-huh. Here we go. What they want. He's not wrong.
No, they got a raw deal. Day by day. Would you like a shirt there, John?
And this is Sylvester Stallone's brother singing this song.
Oh, Frank.
Yeah, he also sung the song in the first one.
Oh. So I guess that's it.
That's it.
Is
It's
this
a
on
pretty tight
the?
film. It's an hour and a half.
I like a good, concise, action-packed film that's a good runtime like this. Because you could pack a lot of showings at an hour and a half.
He
More so
killed
than
like
like a
everybody.
2 hour, 20-minute.
Is that bandana not gonna turn into a cool red tie?
This is actually the belt off one of my house coats.
Oh, okay.
Boomer, what you got coming up this week?
I think I'll be on Stream with Troy Friday. We're gonna be doing we're gonna be having a what do you call it? He's having a guest on. The discussion is gonna be about the importance of physical media. I should know who the guest is. But,
Something like
Sunday Geeky Geezers.
Okay.
And Al has something coming up this week too.
That I do on Saturday night at 10 p.m. Going to be watching Rampage, 2018's Dwayne The Rock Johnson film with George the CGI albino gorilla. It's going ape in August on Big Al Presents.
We like George, huh?
George is awesome. I love George. He's a great character.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, Monday, if Eric Woods is not back for the Batman show, Ian and I will be watching Master and Commander: Far Side of the World.
Well, that's a good movie.
That's an awesome film.
You like that movie, Big Al?
Yeah.
Are you busy Monday afternoon?
I don't know.
Okay, well, get back to me.
Sadly, I was this past week. Well, see, I didn't know my ants were coming this past week.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's why I wasn't able to be
Okay.
there to watch on.
Yeah, you did a rewatch of one of my favorites, Mission Impossible 2.
3.
Right? Oh,
3.
you skipped. Oh, so 2's still on the docket. I got you.
Sure.
I had the soundtrack to that Limp Bizkit song. Remember that one? Huh? I'm hearing crickets over there, huh?
I'm like mentally removing you from the Christmas list right now, Boomer.
That movie, Mission Impossible, predicted a lot of future things about the world. I'm just saying. All
right. Anyways, thank you everyone for Rambo 2. We'll have Rambo 3 here at some point in the future. Subscribe to Age Boomer and Big Al Presents if you've not already done so. And adopt, don't shop. Keep listening to great film music, and we will see all of y'all in a couple of days somewhere. Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Night.